Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for a very sleepy February the 13th, 2025, because somebody kept me up late last night, Taz.
Good morning.
No, someone's happy and cheerful.
Yeah, I'm sitting there eating dinner and I get this little tweet. What you doing?
Oh my god, I know that this leads to nothing good.
Yeah, anytime Taz does anything, we already know he's causing trouble.
Yes, but on the other
Yeah.
hand, after spending something in the range of 70 million EC, some Zen, some lithium, all my fleet credits, all of my reserved boxes of marks and everything else, I got me a ship that's got some pew-pew power.
What ship?
It is the
God.
Typhoon, which I already had in my inventory, and I've got some work to do to bring it up to speed on by doing some missions and upgrading some of the weapons and all that, but the internal guts of the pew-pew machine are quite nice.
What'd you put on it?
Stuff. Taz went shopping and told me what to put on it.
We did a full Spoimler Uncon build where pretty much every ability is synergizing with every buff and skill she got.
And by the way, good morning, Cliff.
It's really nice.
Yeah, so I got some new SROs, did the seating on the stations. Actually, in terms of equipment, didn't buy that much, with the exception of Boimler and
Unconventional systems.
unconventional systems. Thank you. I was thinking of Universal.
Yeah.
Something that was wrong. Which was the majority of the money that got spent.
Oh, forgive me, mother, for how I have shopped, I guess.
Hey, at least I had it. The other guys in the
Well-
fleet are in my little personal group here going, but we wanted to have food this week. No food for you this week. If you want food, you must go out and earn it.
Personally, I spent like 30 million this week.
I don't spend money on ships. I don't spend money on anything, and I realized that.
No,
I
there's
s-
a trait actually.
Oh, well, unconventional systems was 50 million. But I turned
I
in all of...
spend-
You know how I always hoard everything, and I had all of those boxes from the Endeavors just sitting there?
Yes.
Turned them all in. Got
My God.
72 million EC off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And enough
Nice.
marks to get all the fleet stuff, almost all the fleet stuff I need, so... It's
Yeah,
really
that's the
hard to
reason I
hide.
haven't been keeping those on me. It's just like you don't really gain anything from waiting.
Apparently you do when you got all of it all at once. And so I wasn't tempted to, I've got an extra 10 million, I can go put it on a fleet project. Mom got to be greedy and use it all on herself.
Yeah.
Which means, hey, I'm up for doing a little pew-pew.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I got some Tholian ships to destroy, 30 of them, which is kind of a... Because there are no really TFOs for that outside of Azure, and
We
I'm
can-
not willing to do that.
Well, we can go to Archer and knock out most of them and then go back and finish up Archer 30 minutes later if you don't get enough.
Wait, Tholian ships.
Yeah.
There's a TFO for that.
Yeah, it's Azure Nebula.
Azure Nebula.
Yeah, no one really likes that.
I mean, there's...
Okay,
there's
I know, I
fine. If you don't want to do Azure Nebula, we can always just do Vault. Okay.
and there's
that's
Archer.
worse.
Enough.
And there's
That's
Archer.
worse.
We've got Archer.
You're pretty much guaranteed to get even a hard endeavor of killing Tholian ships in Vault.
You'll get your Tholian ships in Vault. I mean, and with a decent enough team, it goes fairly well. But that middle section's time gated, so it's just a bit of a time drain. But Chris, it is your thing, so we can play it your way. The only thing I've got for spacey pew pews, Undine ships in the battle zone, and only 5. So I think I'll go take care of those after we're done here. The rest of it's ground
I
stuff.
haven't even seen what today's are.
I haven't done the minefield. Oh, I can do the mines later.
I have
I'm-
Undine ships in the battle zone,
Oh.
Borg ships, and GPL.
Oh no, Borg ships. Whatever shall we do?
You know something?
Kill them.
I've already finished 2 of my endeavors already.
Of course you have. You're like I'm actually amazed Taz has left something for us.
Yeah, that's a shocker. I never saw that coming.
Yeah, I had anti-proton damage, space, and Zankethi ships.
That works out well. We can do something. Oh, you already did those though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
And what if
I did
now I'm
get.
heading?
I got up at 4 and thought about seriously coming upstairs and starting to get some of my endeavors done and getting some preliminary stuff done. And the dogs are like, "But the bed's still warm, and we could just sleep for another hour."
I've got a ship that hits for.
Your dogs are
1.2
cunning
million.
and they're deceptive and they're really tempters. Like, what the hell?
The thing is with the dogs, we went out for a short walk in the forest preserve across the street from me, which is hundreds of square acres. It's huge. And there's paths. But the paths don't have shortcuts. Once you're on the path, you got to stay on the path till you hit the next road if you want to try walking out of it. So I thought we were going to take like a mile hike.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that did not happen that way.
The dogs are like, yes, we could go into the woods, but they're scary and probably full of wolves that will eat us.
Okay, so they were the first ones in. Just to put it in perspective, I thought we'd walk like 2,000 steps yesterday. My step tracker put us in at 12,763 steps yesterday, which
Ow.
is just shy of 5 miles.
Oh, wow.
Now,
that is
admittedly,
impressive.
some of that was around the house, but most of that was in the woods. When we finally found a road, and I realized I had walked 2 miles north of the house, or a mile and a half north of the house, I'm thinking, okay, it's a straight road. I'll just follow the road back. No. Up, down, left, right, round, curves, bends, blah, 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 blah. And we finally got back to the car, and the dogs are like, whatever, I don't care. And they just went home and went to bed.
Oh boy.
We were all tired. So anyway, that's why I did not get up at 4 and start harvesting omegas for today. So what are we doing? And by the way, good morning, Cliff, if I didn't say good morning to you.
Should we start with the Undine ships?
Sure, let me make a
I'm
team
heading
here.
to Archer, so
Well, we can
yeah,
go with
do
you.
whatever.
We can go to Archer first. How about we all go to Archer?
Yep.
I actually do have Destroy Undine
Navigating
ships.
to Archers.
Pardon?
I actually have Destroy Undine ships.
Oh, we'll go to Undine ship's second. Let me send you over. Yes.
Well, actually, it'd be easy.
Oh,
Well,
you
whatever.
do it your way. Joshua, you want to join us for some pew-pew?
On the car currently.
Okay, well, we're going to go to...
Destroying Tholians.
It's fine. Let me think. What's the cheesy way over there?
It's either Tazzy.
Oh,
I'll be there in a moment. Oh, yeah, Cliff, you can absolutely be added. Give me 1 sec. It's
in
not-
your ISS Rubber Ducky.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least it's not the ISS Boimler.
and
What's wrong with ISS Boimler?
Cliff is on
I've
his
heard
way to
rumors
join
about
us
that
as
one.
well.
I haven't heard a thing.
This should go fast.
Don't know if you guys saw the Trek Central interview with Thomas
No.
Aruni.
No.
They had a video on this, and there's also a coverage in an article. He was actually showcasing more of the Arc Royale, and it will have a secondary skin that's gonna be like 25th century era appropriate, so it's gonna look like share similarities to Sagan a little bit. It's gonna get a Sagan secondary skin cosmetic visual.
And Cliff, you have to get yourself over to Archer to do this one. This is one that I can launch for you. Because this is the old school ones. Is it me, or has there been a lot more publicity and ads and articles since beginning of this year about Star Trek Online than we've had in a long
Yeah,
time?
they're trying. I think they're trying to be a bit more
Well,
present. I
good.
think this is like something intentional
Good.
that they wanna,
Yeah, 'cause it-
spread. Like there is excitement for the new bundle, but we still know very little about it outside of the Arc Royale, and there are just rumors and guesses. Because, yeah, the author, the creator of the Shangri-La, I don't remember his name, Admiral Buck, I think he has his nickname, but he hinted that it might have something to do with SDO as well, with that ship. So, we don't know, but I'm glad that they're constantly, like, adding stuff and, like, doing these interviews, live interviews, some other interviews that just bring more info, and establish more presence, I guess. Tazzie's here. Hi, Tazzie. Yeah, that ship kind of looks like a ducky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the ship I'm currently flying does not look like a duck.
If it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck.
Then it just might be a duck.
There you go. Yeah. Cliff's on his way too.
I'm really grown fond of this ship.
I'm hopefully going to grow
Legendary
fond of this
Walker
ship because
class.
I'm going to be sticking with it for a little bit here.
Well, you probably should, considering the extensive job you've done
Yeah,
with it.
and we're going to finish bringing it up to speed and having fun. I was actually a little surprised because I thought that DT was going to be on last night. He'd sent me a message saying he was planning to be there, so I was hoping, because he gets home about the time we logged out last night. Time I logged out. I don't know how late you guys were up.
Can we pop in, or...
I'm just waiting on Cliff to get here.
Okay.
Oh, Mom, to check out the ship that I'm flying.
Okay. Oops.
Just send me an invite. You're more than welcome.
I'm trying to get you.
Well, Mom already has a full team.
You snooze and kill Tholians. What are you flying there?
Oh, it's one of the Lethian pilot escorts.
Oh! I did not
I
recognize
know, it looks like a collection of random spikes glued together.
Always good.
Well, it's a little
very-
bit more alien.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it looks like a ship, but it is absolutely not the way Starfleet builds ships.
Well, that's fine. You can.
Well, is it Starfleet, though?
No,
It's
it's a
Starfleet
Lethian
Alliance.
ship.
It's Lethian.
Yeah. Are they, like, faction aligned, or are they just, like, non-faction?
They're
Lethians are
Federation
part of the
aligned, aren't they?
KDF.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
that. KDF.
They popping in, or...
Yeah, I'm still waiting
You're
on
around
Cliff. Cliff, get over here. It says he's in the Sherman system.
Yeah, that would be the one of the Federation social zones.
Yeah, but he should be over here. Cliff, get here. Come, Cliff. Come over here. Join us. I'd say we have cookies, but we don't have cookies.
No, we ate them all. And the replicators are down.
There he
Maintenance.
is. Okay, he's 127 light years away, so he'll be here in a moment. Yeah, so I'm doing a week of not extreme dieting, but fairly low calorie compared to what I've been doing as part of my training. And it's just like Monday the week will be over, and I'm going to go eat cookies and cake.
And get fat.
No, one day is not going to make me get fat, but so you know how weightlifters will eat their normal diet, actually some higher calories when they're doing work, and then the day or two before competition for just showing off, when they really want to look cut, they will go super low calorie and completely dehydrate themselves because it really makes the muscles show
Yes.
up.
Yes.
I'm not doing that. I'm getting closer.
Karen is in sphere space. What?
I think he took the Dyson Sphere shortcut, which works.
Well, it was showing him as being 127
I know.
light years away, and I'm not sure that was a shortcut.
I used to do
Oh, well.
tutorial episodes. Maybe I need to go back and put one together that shows all the shortcuts to get from here to there. And I think Dante probably has got a list of them already, because he knows a bunch of them. I don't think there's anything closer for a shortcut, though, to Archer.
I mean, there's a specific story mission that's on this side of the galaxy.
Which one?
It's like, the core of the matter, where you go to Galarndon Core.
Uh-huh. Well, that's...
Well, Galarndon Core is in the Narendra sector.
Is it? Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Huh.
I actually have that mission in my current list of things to do on this character.
Does it start off here?
No, it starts at the Galorndon core system, but it's right next door.
What is that under, though? It's not Romulan mystery, is it?
It's one of the trying to remember the name of the arc. Yesterday's War.
Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't gotten to that one on this tune. What a surprise. What a surprise I haven't gotten to it
Wow.
yet. Hey, at least now I have a ship where I can make Pew Pew somewhat more efficient than what it's been. Which is, I sent a very polite note to Decker yesterday going, hey, like the new episode, however, the TFOs needing 2 of those to do the event is just a time suck. So what's going to happen for me personally is I have to give up doing other things related to the game if I'm doing that. I can't do more gameplay. I don't know that most people can put the additional time in to do that.
I'm just unhappily doing the Royal Flush twice, and I'm praying to Q that people know what to do. And that this is not going to take like an hour or 40 minutes.
Well, it took 20-some minutes yesterday just because nobody went in with enough power on the 2 ships that I've got, or the 2 tunes that are low power, so that's one reason.
Well, the thing is that it's on the event level of difficulty, so if someone doesn't have power to do event level stuff, which is on normal, it means that they're really terrible.
No, it just means that they're like me and entering. Yeah, no, I'm massively underpowered. It's one reason I wanted to build this ship, and then when I've got enough money on the other account, which will be soon, we're going to do the same thing. Taz and
The
Chris...
one I do twice?
What?
The Borg Battle Royale.
Yeah, I've been doing that because I've got a ground team that can do that. And I will actually team up a couple of my own tunes and do it together so I can do it in a little less time. Get out there and redo it. But still, 5 accounts, doing all that twice is a lot.
Well, apparently I did Mytholian ships in the first run.
Okay. It's because the web nodes also count as ships, so...
I think so, yeah, because I used Beamfire well and it just shut all of those nodes.
We're also on normal, by the way. It's just... So it's interesting, Taz. Remember how I was saying that my line 8 on my
Yeah.
thing... Oh, that's triggering off the spam bar, too. So everything's coming off spacebar.
Cool,
Surprise! It
That is
shouldn't be,
nice.
but it is.
That was fast.
That was fast.
I mean, I was expecting it to go about like that, honestly.
It was really fast.
You sound happy, Tom?
I was able to assist in the pew pew being somewhat more efficient. Yay! What next?
Undyne ships.
Someone had Undine and then had some Borg stuff, so we could
well,
jump into
Why
that.
don't we do the Undine in the battle zone super quick, because we can shortcut to that.
Sure.
So if you're in this game, we're going to jump over to Sphere Space Allied Zone and do Undine Battle Zone. Bunch of wimps. Thanks, Cliff. Yeah.
I also need to do some Paul Run damage. I'm gonna swap to my courier ship because that has Paul Run stuff. Not beams, but still should do the trick.
Oh, yeah, the thing you were saying earlier about gearing, Mom, is actually part of the reason why I, years ago, decided what most of my characters are going to do and just, like, stayed with that so that I don't need to re-gear them. I just, maybe tinker with abilities and just leave it other than that.
Well, I have not done a proper upgrade of ships since a long time ago. We played around with it a couple of times, but never went any further.
Oh yeah, I know. A lot of my builds are what the people in the DPS community would consider out of date or just incomplete in general, but they were.
Yeah, well, that's the big part. Does it work for you? Yes, then we're good. Cliff, you can shortcut to Sphere Allied Space through the transwarp if you want to. Otherwise, once again, Sphere of Influence is a good shortcut over to New Romulus, and then you can just zip over to Solanae
Yeah,
Dyson.
the sphere space thing is a transwarp option you get from the Dyson rep.
Yeah.
What are these guys doing here?
Oh, really?
Get us with these vast
Yeah.
ships. Isn't your time more
Those guys
space?
are in the wrong place. Wow, Mom.
Yeah, can you imagine what's going to happen when I upgrade the weapons a little bit?
My goodness, Mom, you're starting to do the sneezing that Cassie does. I'm starting to be scared.
No.
Trust me. You gotta be more scared about the ships I bring than
Yeah.
that, Mum.
Oh yeah. No. I just want to make it where it's fun for me. How about we take the one that's in the 7 o'clock position? Cliff, we're going to do the one right by the doorway here. Because how many? I only have 5 to do.
Just trust me, Chris. One of my ships could effectively wipe out an entire Klingon strike force in Starbase 1 pretty easily.
Oh, I've no doubt of that, but you know, comparing to what usually Mom is able to do, this is really impressive. Cassie, you probably outdid yourself this time.
Yep, it's very nice.
We spent like almost 5 hours last night.
No,
so-
3. 4.
Okay.
But enough then to... Yeah.
Hey, like, we were talking about how detrimental it is to do 2 things to this stupid event thing. I'm feeling like they're trying to feel out whether we are actually willing to pay to buy it out.
Yeah, they are feeling out a lot of stuff, which is why several of the people who were related to them and aren't anymore are telling people how to get them to respond. And feedback,
That's
yes.
ridiculous.
Polite feedback, even better.
That's cute, but that's not going to work. You don't do that kind of approach on the pre-existing franchise that has been existing
but
for
the
15
thing
years.
is, if people are saying, no, we're not going to do that, and we don't do it, if we don't give into it, then they're going to realize that, oh, well, okay, that's not going to work.
Honestly,
I'm
this actually doesn't have much of an effect on me personally, simply because the fact that I just was planning on running the story mission repeatedly anyways, so
I mean, that's fine, but I didn't have the time to commit to an episode and be focused to follow the story points.
Well,
Not follow the story itself, but like to trigger all the events in
Yeah,
the
there's
in the
unfortunately
room.
there is a ton of interactions
ton of stuff to
and
do.
scripting
to,
you have
like,
to follow.
Until you start remembering where you need to click in which order, because you do have to make some decisions and selections in there. It's just like, no. I don't feel like committing to that kind of workload.
So I wouldn't have done Axiom again because it's such a big one that I'm thinking I'll wait till it's after the event. But Marhawkman wanted to run it last night, so we did.
Yeah, did we actually get anything for doing it, Trim? One of each
as far as I could
class?
tell, it didn't actually let us do more than one of the class objectives.
It didn't.
Okay.
I mean, it let me click my button, but it
Yeah.
didn't give
But
me any reward for doing it.
as soon as one person completed the actual objective, everyone else was locked out.
No, that's not true.
Hmm.
The button was there to press,
But like it was a 2-step thing. It's like you click the button that has your class on it, then you have to go to a console and fiddle with the console.
That didn't happen.
Oh, let's do my
It's kind
second.
of dumb.
Doing my second Borg Battle Royale.
Why am I getting the yellow blob if I didn't fly through one? Excuse
Because
me,
it
is
likes
it
you.
invisible?
Special.
Is one of the yellow peas invisible here?
No, it's just
clearly
magnetically
is.
attracted to you.
No, I'm not even close to it and I'm getting the blob all over me. As if I've just flown through it because it slows me down.
Like I
It's like
said,
the one of them-
it sounds
like there
like
are
it
two-
likes you.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm not near you guys. So
Yeah, you're
probably
way
that's
the heck
why.
over there, Mar Hawkman.
Yeah, Chris, you just flew straight through the middle of one of them.
That's the thing. I didn't see it.
Oh, that's
I
interesting.
see only
Okay.
one of them, which is far away from me. So the other one is not visible for me.
That's interesting because I definitely see two of them.
I know that there's usually two. I just see one. That's the thing. And I don't think that's normal because that's never been. So
Also, the other player that's here with us totally just parked in the middle on top of the singularity.
well, maybe he likes to swim in the pee. Can you tell?
To be honest, one thing I was noticing is that my passive hull regeneration was actually overcompensating for the damage I was taking when I was inside the blob.
I've got almost 400 regeneration right at normal, so it doesn't even affect me. But it slows me down, and I don't like that.
And
Hello,
the
Mom?
other guy pushed the button to close the singularity. Good.
Okay. Well, that's it for me. I'm done for the day. Gone up back to bed.
Sounds like a plan.
Excuse me?
Hey,
Like,
it was a
what's
really
with the-
long day yesterday, is all I can say. Even the dogs are, when I say the WALK word, they're just giving me the eye roll.
I roll
They're,
it down.
they're like, we did enough walking for 1 week already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I had meant to up my walking yesterday because I really got shorted on Monday and Tuesday because I was doing other stuff. Yeah, that more than made up for it.
All right. So, were you guys going to continue doing stuff in this?
No.
Okay then.
I think we got all our ships. Did you get your ships, Chris? Good morning.
Didn't
Hi.
have any
I
ending
should-
ships here, so I
Yes.
just came here to do
I
column
was the other
damage.
person.
You were
who
the other
had,
person. Did you get yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So I heard somebody say we had Borg ships to do.
I
That
do.
was Taz, actually.
All right.
Of all the people.
Taz, you call it. What would you like to do?
No, he needs to make a decision.
Should we just do an ISE?
We can do an ISE. I'd like to see how the ship goes in it.
Oh, look at my eagle jumping at an ESC
I'm
opportunity.
curious because, I'm with you guys, so sometimes you don't really get a good judge of it. Is everybody in for ISE? Cliff?
I guess.
Or Hawkman? Okay, I'll do this as a private then. There we go. Cliff, you up for this one? I want to make sure you're paying attention to the monitors because I know sometimes you have only the one monitor. Okay, here we go.
Seriously.
It's in private, so it's not going to weeboo.
Aw, silent Weewu protocol enabled.
Is it really a wee woo if no one hears it?
It's still a protocol.
I need to get that as an audio clip.
What?
Is it really a wee woo if no one hears it? That's so.
It's a Schrodinger's Weewu.
Schrodinger's wee woo.
Yep.
Cliff, I'm
Yep,
taking
yep.
you there. Don't worry.
The situation is grim. There's more. Begin.
And
Your
we're all here.
navigation officer should do it for you.
Back when
They'll
these
just warp you.
back when these actually had a space hook, the space hook for them was in the northeast part of what is now the Beta Quadrant. Yeah, there it should be a galaxy map object for Sibiran solar system up there somewhere.
God, I remember how terrible the sector space map used to be when it was divided into sectors. You needed
Yeah.
to transition
Oh.
between the maps. Took forever to get anywhere, like, Jesus.
Additional data available.
If we were in comfortable zone right now, because it used to be so much worse to get anywhere.
That's interesting.
What is interesting?
My spam bar is nuts. spamming. I need to do a little tweak on the
How
keyboard.
dare he?
My keyboard has had bad days. The thing is, I love the keyboard. I've got it to the point where I've actually worn off the ink from the keys.
So you don't. So you have to remember which is what.
Oh no, I can touch type, so I know what's what. But it's now at the point where the little mechanical is a little less sensitive, and sometimes you have to beat it to death with a stick.
Would love to see that.
Hiccups.
The Netite drones can repair the transporters. Stop them.
This second one was very enjoyable. The ground bulk TFO.
Oh, did you have a good team?
Oh, a high buffing team, yes. Shall we say this? It was done quicker than the first one.
That's always good.
Well, when you have someone who's just really good at killing things, show up for ground stuff, you know.
Probe is closing in on a transporter.
I
But I
remember
was
the
buffing the
first
team to
time
healing.
Borg Battle Royale came around, we'd set up a nice ground build on my primary science tune. And I've just copied it over for the older ones, but on the newer ones, I don't have all the toys. But they do okay if I'm in a decent team, but I would never think of taking them out on, like, Elite, or maybe not even on Advanced.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
A probe is closing in on a transporter. Destroy it.
Oh,
Oh, did you die, Tazzy? How
yeah, I was
unfortunate.
too.
1 second slow on my clicky.
Well, that means you need to get faster reaction time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was thinking about a new ship out the Zandstorm.
Yeah, which one?
The Resolute class.
Were we talking about that one yesterday? No, we were talking about that yesterday, but not as one of my ships. Somebody else was talking about it.
Yeah, but then I thought it's not even worth it due to the very heavy engineering scene that thing has.
Resolute is a different version of the Sovereign.
Excelsior.
Oh, it's Excelsior on there. That's right. Mixed them up. Yeah, it's not very remarkable, is it?
It's got 3 engineering seats. I could do.
I mean, well, one could call that remarkable, actually.
I mean, on the one side it's useful, but I think it's just, I
Why?
don't know. It doesn't need all that.
It's got a Lieutenant Commander command station on the Lieutenant Commander engineering station, right? Then it has a Commander level engineering and an Ensign level engineering. What the are you gonna do with all that engineering stuff?
That actually used to be something that Cryptic did rather often with a lot of ships. Is just not put more than like 1 or 2 universal seats on them, if they even put one on. I mean, the T5Z store ships, the majority of them had no universal seating at all.
Yeah, no. It was very scarce to have at least an Ensign Universal, not Tier 5. They were very stingy about those. Gotta go watch these new Pulse Phaser visuals go all day. Freaking love them.
Sensors confirm that the
So you're
transporter
saying that
contact
if I
is
brought that,
However,
I'm
it stands
basically
in the starbase
playing an older time of the game, basically?
survivors.
It actually used to be the main reason why people disliked the Galaxy class entire line of ships because they were all engineer heavy.
They
Yeah.
go through phases, I think, with what they're building.
Yeah, they do.
Good morning,
Well-
Pi saying, why are you saying, Pi?
Also,
boy.
the phases thing in many ways is actually just them having imposed design requirements on ship classes and just building a bunch of that ship class, and yeah.
Enthusiasm Pi is amazing.
His enthusiasm died as soon as he started talking about the subject.
It's workday.
Oh, I did think about the Baran, the Vorcha. I was thinking about a few vessels out the Sunstorm.
Baran is my biggest disappointment in the game in the long run. I was hoping, considering it's a dreadnought, it's supposed to be at least with some sort of tactical capabilities, but it's probably like the worst tactically oriented ship. It doesn't even have proper bridge seating to compensate for lack of that.
Yes,
terrible.
And Pi, that's why I came down
Uh,
here, so I can
don't
do
give
some
me
cleaning real quick
You know,
between stuff.
you know what this reminds me of? Of the
No.
KDF variant. That just has just as bad seating. And trust me, I should know because I put a tank build on
Oh, it
that.
has terrible seating.
Yeah, pretty much the same seating between both versions. I made it work for a long time though.
Okay, that was awesome. The event rolls over. I just go over to the mission, complete it, and the event's done.
Yep.
That felt awesome.
If the buyout wasn't that pricey, I would probably buy out the ship and then just get off the console, because the console is really good from what I've seen. It's very support
Ooh.
oriented for the event ship. But if anything, I'm not gonna fly that thing for too long. Just do the trade. What's the trade from it actually? Is it any good? Has anyone seen?
From which one?
I know
The
I
event
really
ship.
I know I really want the console, but let me see. Trait.
Together we stand. When equipped, once every 60 seconds, when you activate a captain ability or a specialty bridge officer ability, you and up to 10 allies within 5 kilometers will get plus 5% max hull capacity, plus 5 max shield capacity, plus an extra plus 5% max hull capacity, and plus 5% max shield capacity per ally within range, max 35% for 30 seconds. So it just basically tanks everyone within the... I mean everyone, just 10 allies within the 5 kilometer range.
I remember right. Borticus clarified when he was on stream talking about this that this is one of those things where it doesn't actually count fighters for certain aspects of this, because it would be crazy to have that off of
Yeah, because you
fighters.
can have 12 fighters and only 10 of them will get a boost, and and no one else from your allies from your team will actually get a boost, so it probably excludes the pets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine for a team, but I'm not sure if it's very useful if it's 5 kilometer. Like, people would have to really stand together in a formation.
Yeah, I don't know about that part yet. I hadn't paid it a whole
Well,
lot.
it says that it works within 5 kilometers, so yeah.
Odd. Not sure what who was doing that, but in the Undine Space BC again, because it was time for the boss fight stage. But noticing that I was borrowing someone else's what's that command ability called for you target something and people get free high yield torpedoes for shooting at it?
Concentrate firepower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was apparently leeching someone else's concentrate firepower while blowing up the planet killers. Don't know why. Well, I don't know who was placing it. I know why they were placing it, presumably, but yeah.
Pie, I don't get rid of my board game plants because it's one of those things. When you get X number of them, you can do something with them in the, one of those mini quests in the game. Since I'm always down on Borglandia, I just wait till I do it, turn them in, just like
Well,
with
that's the
things.
reason why I decided at the beginning of this that I wanted to have everyone play the mission. Is that I wanted to get the XB costume.
Yeah, except the XP costume is a bit disappointing so far. I wonder if
I
this is
mean-
a mishap or if this is intentional that it just gives us scrap without
Well,
the actual stuff
it's
that
just
we'd like.
hiding. It's all there.
Yeah, but is the vest
see-
there?
Yeah,
I'm
it's under
pretty sure
chest.
that-
It's under chest gear. I found out.
I'm pretty sure that what they did for the
Oh.
XB costume was to make two versions of it.
Hmm.
Because they've done that with variant costumes in the past. Is like make a regular one that they give you, and then a different one that you have to pay low buy for.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. But yes, Sav found it because Sav does costumes. I don't know if she found the shoes, but definitely there's the top.
As
there's
far
the
as I
pants
can tell,
under.
there are no
there.
shoes.
Okay, the pants are under
I
tucked
personally
low,
took-
and the vest is under chest gear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I didn't explore it. I have to be honest. I didn't have the.
Yeah, because
stomach
that's one
going
of the
through all
main
these
things that
options.
I noticed about it is that you have to know exactly the right categories. Because this one, it's in like one category, and if you're not looking at that category, you're not seeing anything.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame because it could be. I don't know. I like the tailor options. I just don't like the tailor as in setting stuff up because it's sometimes more finding things without. Takes more time to find stuff than to actually apply it. You
Well,
know?
that kind of gets back down to we do this better as a group than we do solo. Because somebody like Sav, who loves to play Barbie, found it. I figured somebody would find it if it was out there. If it wasn't out there, then somebody would complain to Deca, who would say, "Hey, it's there."
I would have given you a list of it, except Sav already told you. So yeah. Anyway, because like that was actually like one of the first things I did after completing the mission for the first time was like go into the tailor and look at it.
Mm-hmm. And I went in and looked and went, I don't care about it. It's there, and I might use it for something, but I don't know what.
Yeah, that's actually kind of my thought on it. Was like I don't really feel like using this right now, but it's an event, and that's like the easiest way to grind the event if you actually want to do it. Anyways, so
Well, shall we take on something else?
Yeah, I'm down. Just give me a sec. I'm just trying to see something in the tailor.
Actually, while you're
Ooh,
playing
that's
Taylor, I'm going to go
interesting.
pour some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Skip Taylor,
It's
just to be
definitely
sure.
a coffee day.
Coffee die.
Oh, man. Oh, just sitting for that 45 minutes and my body's going, no, we need to go back to bed. I'll be right back.
I'm just think. Do I like this? I'm trying to see the new Stargazer remaster.
I heard it looked really good. I haven't checked it out myself.
Well, I'm gonna bring it with me. I'm not sure if I like the nacelles being so clingy to the hull. I think the pylons should be longer, and I'm thinking if I won't do one of the other alternate options for the pylons, because the pylons just make them tucked in the ship's main hull, and I don't know if I like it. I mean, it gets Protostar treatment. It gets all the elements that Protostar uses. The nacelle basalt collectors will look similarly. We've got the hull options. Got the window style, so the hull material. I'm not sure if I see protostar in it outside of the color, but I don't hate it. It's just I don't know. It's dark, and I'm used to a little bit brighter ships in Federation. Although I do like the Windows setup, and
You should
like the
try the
nacelle style.
Orion flight deck battle cruiser. Let's see. It's literally called the Blackguard.
Hey, Pi made a question.
Is that the one that has movable turrets on it?
Yeah, I think so. Actually,
That
Movable turrets are on the.
yeah,
I mean-
it has turrets that rotate.
I think that there's only a handful of ships that devs made that have that feature. I know that the Emerald Chain Juggernaut has it, but
Yeah,
I don't think the Emerald Chain Juggernaut's actually the only one they ever did that on.
I've never seen any other ship that has the movable passively without being in combat. Oh, there you are, Tazzy. Well, have a look at yourself. I don't know what I think of this yet. Could
Well,
be
I
in
mean,
the browser system, but
the movable turrets on the Emerald Chain Juggernaut actually just pay attention to whatever you have targeted.
yeah,
Oh.
it might be an ally and it might be an enemy. You can. They actually fire hazard emitters from it as well, so that's actually a cool element.
The buzzard collectors on the nacelle looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, I like the facades. I really like those. I don't mind the nacelles at all. They look cool. I just don't know if I like them being so tucked into the frame of the ship. You know?
Is that hangar base I see on the side, or
Yeah, it's a carrier. I mean, this is the tier 6 Awanahi or Awani.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
carrier. So yeah,
Awani?
Awani, whatever.
I will actually redesign my Awani for that, because that is looking way better than I expected it to do. Oh, nice. That flyby looked awesome. Continue, don't stop.
Okay. I was actually just trying to rotate to keep
Stop.
lighting.
Oh yeah, okay. Stop.
The triangle things I think are escape pods, but they're very unusual for Federation because they're large. I don't hate it. It's just different, you know.
I
I'm gonna
like
fly
it.
it and I'm gonna see how it behaves.
Mom just had an ad pop up on her Twitch stream for Avowed, and one of the things that popped into my head while watching the ad for Avowed is like, that game looks a lot more like Star Trek Online than I was expecting.
Brain network. Let's see. I need to re-authenticate. Okay, can we do that when this is over?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. No, I was actually asking Pike.
I'm
Can
sorry.
we walk through that one? Okay. He was asking me to do something. I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to Pi, so don't. I was not trying to be rude or anything. Pi just wants me to fix something with SiriBot. Okay. Ad breaks in 30 seconds. What shall we do? I think that'll be the
You
last.
need to complete home.
We're not going to be able to complete home in the few minutes I've got left here. Let's see if it's even in progress. Yeah, I've got that queued up to Frontier Medicine, so I can finish that up when I get done a little bit later.
Frontier Medicine, that's the last bit of it.
Frontier Medicine is the first ground part,
Yeah.
then there's another space part,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there's another ground part.
I'm on the Frontier Medicine as well.
Yeah.
So if you want, we can do it real fast.
Yeah, but the problem is we can't join up when we're in the middle.
You sure about that?
I don't think we can.
I'm in the middle as well. I'm beaming straight down to the Hurk.
Well, no. What I meant is we can't. Excuse me 1 second. I don't think we can team in the middle. I think you have to team from the beginning. In any case, I can wrap that up really quick when I get done here, and I will take care of that. And then we can get
Yeah.
together a little bit later and run it for a second
Yep,
time.
yep.
Does that work for you? Wow,
Yep,
I'm losing
absolutely.
my voice.
Drink some. Drink some water.
Well, coffee, because I'm not going to get up again and go get water. All right, let's. Anybody want to pick a TFO or something?
Yeah. I'm
I
up for
think
it.
I'm gonna buy some hot chocolate and marshmallows today. That sounds delicious.
I'm not a marshmallow person, but I have a recipe that I put in the cookbook for hot chocolate. But it starts out with taking a bar of chocolate and chopping it up. Then you make basically a very thin, like, pudding. And then you melt the chocolate into the pudding. And then you add some milk, but not a lot of it. And
Oh.
it's amazing.
That sounded amazing.
There is actually a style of chocolate that's actually specifically designed to be dissolved into water.
Oh, yeah. Mexican chocolate is one of them.
We have.
I mean, that stuff actually tastes really good,
It
even
does.
when you don't dissolve it in water.
Oh.
But it's apparently like meant to be dissolved in hot water.
Yeah, milk and chocolate is a very European thing. Don't we have time to do we have time for guillotine? Chris, do you want to do guillotine?
Yes, please.
Taz?
Yes.
Cliff? Let me make sure the party's cleaned up here. We are. We have time for guillotine. I'm just waiting on Cliff.
I mean,
Okay.
I could jump back in the team
Sure,
to do a
that'd be great.
guillotine now.
That would be amazing.
The reason I left the team was because I was doing Undine Battle Zone
It's
stuff.
I don't know. I don't hate this Stargazer. Sorry, Protostar Stargazer mix. It doesn't look bad.
Well, that's one of the things with Federation design logic is that taking the hull materials from a different Federation ship, because they already have so many different design cues shared between them, it usually looks fine.
I mean, I did like the approach that they added some visuals of the Sagan / Connie 3 to other ships. I'm still salty that the Sega never got the animated nacelles, and I will never forgive them that, considering that probably Arc Royale is going to have them animated as well. But just that stand aside, they really translate well to the 25th century kind of esque style. So it doesn't look bad.
Well, I mean, that's
Protostar is just
There
a
we go.
thing of its own. It's just a little bit different than the other Federation ships.
Well, but that was the logic behind why a lot of people dislike certain shield visuals, is because they make the ship explicitly look non-Federation.
You know, I'm glad that they allowed us to disable the visuals of some shields if we use them. Hey, look at that, Mom. Now it's a little bit brighter. Now you can actually see some more details.
I still wanted to do an attempt to try Cobalt Bomb the Harmony and kill it with friendly fire damage.
I think you can. I think they have, like, plot armor or something.
I know, but
I
like,
don't think they're even capable of taking damage.
No, it is capable of taking damage. I have verified that, but again, it's like the only way to find out if it actually has plot armor is to try it. But overcoming its passive resistance is why I was going with the tricobalt bombing thing, because there's actually very few things players can do to it that would actually hurt it.
Well, I still would be very curious if they ever give it that ship as playable. It is probable.
It is huge.
I know. But we already have
It's
ships that have
almost
this.
as big as a
quality.
Borg cube.
I think it's a little bit less in the volume, but yeah, it's probably
I
up
said
there.
almost.
Probably up there.
Here, it's about to pose next to a Borg cube for size comparison purposes.
I mean, it's kind of as tall as the Farm Dreadnought, I think. because it's a bit more tall than wide.
Yeah, see, it's like, like I say, it is definitely smaller than a Borg cube. That, however, makes it larger than most other ships in the game.
But it's very condensed, so it'll be probably easier to maneuver.
Yeah, easier.
Well, we still maneuver the V'ger thingy. It's humongous in itself.
Yeah, I've actually had that thing in this TFO for comparison purposes, and it's less than half the size of the Harmony.
Mucin, no, I don't have the morphogenic segment. That's what Taz and I were just talking about. This is interesting. My spam bar is no longer going up to line 10. I'll check that. It was working last night. Not working today.
Dramatic entry.
Yeah, Mucin likes his musical entries.
Dramatic entry. So how is it feeling to fly this?
It's feeling good. It feels very pew-pew powerfully. As I said, my only
it
issue
is
at
a
the
good
moment
ship.
is that I can't make my spam bar work like it was last night, but I think that's just a matter of checking that. Let me go see if I can handle 4 by myself today.
Projecting shield now. Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now. Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield now.
Somebody's got wonderful sound effects. Maybe that's me? Nope, not me.
Ah, dang it.
What happened?
I'm genuinely not sure. It's
Someone
one of
exploded.
things where I saw a giant a red number appear above my head. I'm not entirely sure what the number was.
Stitching anchor deployed. Projecting shield
It was a big
now.
enough number?
Yeah, it's like I took 50,000 damage from something all at once, and I didn't see what it was.
Okay, this is the first time I've actually used this bridge officer ability, and I think it's the most hilarious thing ever. They gave us the tractor beam catapult, so you do the
Yep.
thing when you toss the asteroid at a ship.
Yep.
It's so hilarious. It's the funniest thing ever. I forgot I had it, and I never used it, so I was like, oh, let's toss an asteroid here on the Borg sphere, and I was like, poof!
I'm
This
disappointed
asteroid
to
coming.
find out that this is the first time you've tried that out.
I forgot about it, and I never used the specific bridge officer too many times, because I've got too many already, so...
Yeah, even I
Because,
haven't tried that out, and it might actually be a decent heavy hitter in DPS.
Oh, I've heard that if you have it set up right, it will hit like a freight train.
Ah, look, and the simulator coming up. How would you like an asteroid, sir?
I
Here
heard they
comes
like
the plane.
asteroids.
Asteroids
Forrest
are
Gump.
yummy.
Hilarious, I love it.
Is everything going?
You destroyed a Borg assimilator before it could escape. Well done.
I do like the handling on the ship too, though.
Oh yeah, the ship handles like a dream. Like, it's funny because it's almost the size of an Odyssey, but it definitely flies better than most of Odysseys. I think only Lexington is very maneuverable. All of the others feel like cows. Like, they really just don't like to be maneuverable.
Well,
I mean, they're not as bad as an old, good old Galaxy, but still. They're not as maneuverable as the Lexington, for instance.
see, and now Mom is finding out what it is that usually kills me. I get too close, but I stop my ship, like full stop.
Right on top of it, right?
To take aim and fire, and then I go kaboom with the enemy.
And the Borg are like, yes, we're going to hug you while we explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a personal space trait called Fireball Escape.
I've
which
heard a
does
lot of people
allow
like
you
that.
to hug things with your face.
One of the pilot spec things also does that.
Yeah, but it runs out. The trait for Fireball Escape is a permanent uptime on the survival. The other things the trait does are only triggered once every so often, but the surviving the explosion to the face is 100% uptime. Yeah, it's nice.
I've heard about that, and a lot of people have actually speculated that it might be a bug, but no one's really sure.
If you read it as it reads on the trait, and you see the effect that it does in the game, then this is intended. Because the toolkit
Unlimited
does-
warp core breeze immunity?
Yeah. The way that it's worded on the trait makes me think it's intended and not by accident.
So,
Fireball Escape is the trait.
Yes. Now we have a cutscene where we compare the size of the Harmony to Borg tactical cubes.
And tactical cubes a little bit bigger than normal Borg cubes.
See,
But like I said, though, it's like anything that's even a substantial percentage of the size of a Borg cube is.
Nah, it's way
Re- re-
smaller
re-
than
it's-
these.
okay, so to make the immunity to warp core breach work, it has to be active before the trait triggers. Everything else happens after on the trigger, right? The speed boost and stuff, that is as a reaction. But as a preventative measure, that warp core immunity already has to be up. So I'm thinking it is intended, that it is the way it's worded on the trait.
Well, I mean, the way that pilot thing works also has similar logic. It's just that. Okay, I'm not sure how the pilot trait is coded internally, but one thing I have
you
observed.
take one hit and it goes on cooldown.
Well,
And
Well, what I was going to say though is that there's a similar thing on ground, which is the Undine Biotech armor. It has a passive that will cause you to take 0 damage once every like 60 seconds, I think it is, when you take damage from an energy attack.
Well, I'm going to get out of here so I can go back to bed, which isn't going to happen. I'm actually going to go and harvest some omegas for a while. I will figure out what's going on with my spam bar because that's not a happy thing. I just need to reload that. But other than that, everyone, thank you so much for being here this morning. Glad we were able to do some Team Pew Pew. Yeah, we will be on tonight at 7 o'clock, so if anybody wants to join me then, that would be amazing. And we can, go around and shoot some more stuff tonight. And run home, maybe, if we have enough people willing to do that. So on behalf of the Dark Mom Consortium and everybody who's here today, thank you all for showing up. And as we like to say around here, stay moopsome.
Moopsy.
Moopsy, Moopsy.
Shun the non-believer.
Shun the non-believer.
And we've all got this.
Shun.
Shun, more shun, more shunning.
More sun. Bye-bye, everyone.
Banana.
We'll talk to you later.
Come on, Mom.